Hey everyone, this is Rohit from careersprints.com, and we like to produce videos that help you with your professional development and continuous learning. In this video, I'd like to talk about the role of the project manager. Please note that this video is a recording of a free live class that we do twice every month. If you like to attend a free live class and better understand the content from the PM walk, please register for it with the link in the video description. All right, without further delay, let's dive into the video. The next thing I'm going to talk about is what exactly, does the PM do from an industry standpoint. So as a project manager, it is very critical that you also stay informed about current industry trends, for instance, right? So whatever industry you belong to, whether you belong to, let's say, the healthcare industry, or you belong to a software development company, which maybe maybe company like Uber, or for instance like Airbnb, which is kind of a tech company which is trying to use technology to to change something in the industry. Whatever industry you're a part of, it is important that you have a good understanding of the current trends in the industry. So for example, as a project manager, you would want to know what are the new products and technology that is being used in the industry. So any technological upgrades that have happened in recent times, or any new technologies that have emerged. So there are so many new technologies that we have, right? So if we have, for instance, technologies like machine learning, we have technologies like blockchain, we have technologies like automation, and so many different kinds of softwares. So you should be aware of that. Then you should be aware of standards that exist in your industry. So these could be industry standards, or these could be standards that is expected by regulators, for instance, maybe like financial standards, or standards related to healthcare, to human rights, so and so on and so forth. Then you have technical support tools, right? So you should also have an understanding of what are the different technical tools that are available for you to be able to do your job. So these could be, for example, in software development, there are development tools, there are testing tools, there are event management and monitoring tools. So you should have an awareness of technical tools as well. Then you should have an understanding of process improvement and sustainability. So you should be aware of how you would bring sustainability within your company and within the broader environment that your company influences. These could be things like the physical environment. You may be involved in a business activity which may have an impact on the physical on the physical environment. For example, you could be adding more to the pollution, or you could be releasing more carbon monoxide or something like that in the environment, or you could be destroying the ecology of the area. So you should be aware of what you need to be doing to keep things more sustainable, right, as a business. And then there are economic forces. So we all know that we are going through a massive recession. Most countries are printing a lot of money, and there's a huge inflation, and economic activity has come to a standstill because of COVID-19. So the economy also has a huge impact on the project and on the organization as well, right? So these are some key things that a project manager must track with regards to industry trends. So in addition to doing your project management work, in addition to influencing people in the organization, this is also something that the project manager should do. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is the project manager competencies. So PMI does some study, and it applies something known as the project manager competency development framework, right? So generally when PMI does these studies, what they are trying to acquire from these studies is that they want to understand what are the competencies that are required by a project manager, right, to be able to carry out the profession of project management properly. So PMI is a pretty serious, to be honest, PMI is a pretty serious organization, which is kind of involved in in adding to the value of project management as such. So it's a global organization. It's been around for a very, very long time. I believe it's been around since the 1950s or 60s, or maybe a little later. I don't exactly remember, but it's been around for a certain number of years. It has the largest group of people who are involved in project management, right? It has a massive, uh, number of PMI chapters, established in different cities across the world. So PMI, does all this research, through the network that it has, and it comes up with, with certain findings from these studies. So basically this is called the PMI talent triangle. So as a project manager, you need to acquire competency in all these three different skills. So there is technical project management skills, there is strategic business management skills, and then there are leadership skills, right? So the technical project management skills, like it says, is the knowledge, the skills, the behaviors that are all related to specific domains of project, program, and portfolio management. So for instance, technical management would involve knowing about, let's say, tools, like tools that are used in the world of PM, right? These could be automation tools, these could be productivity tools. For instance, um, these could be any knowledge related to project management. For example, an understanding of the different frameworks, that are used in project management and when they should be applied. um, so these are all different aspects, like these are the technical aspects that the project manager should be aware of. For example, from a technical standpoint, the project manager should understand the processes that needs to be carried out in project management. Processes like quality management, like resource management, like EVM calculations, doing different, using different kinds of estimation techniques, all the technical stuff that you have probably read in the PM book. All of that comes under or falls under the technical project management aspects. Okay. Then you have uh, leadership, so I'm going to talk about that as well. So when we talk about leadership skills, these are more to do with people skills, right? So how do you inspire people, how do you guide people, how do you make people more capable, how do you motivate people, so like the different motivational theories or the motivational techniques that exist, the different coaching techniques that exist, the different leadership styles that can be used. So this is all and everything to do with enhancing the capabilities of people within the organization. And then finally, you have a strategic business management. So strategic business management is everything to do with enhancing the business, the business strategy or the business of the organization. So maybe understanding industry trends, that's one thing, from a business standpoint. Then having an understanding of competitors. So so business management is a lot to do with acquiring new markets, understanding competitors, understanding consumer behavior, understanding what your customer really wants. And these business elements have a huge impact, right, on the kind of projects chosen by the organization, right? So you understand, like in a company can have many options to do different kinds of projects, but they can't do all projects. They have limited money and time, so they need to prioritize properly what projects they're going to invest their money in. So these elements of strategy and business management, they all help you deal with deciding which projects to choose, where to invest money, and they are all linked to what the company really wants to accomplish. So that is basically the PMI talent triangle. So so you basically get like you as a project manager, you need to focus on acquiring all these three different kinds of skills. And if you look at the people, the process, and the business domains, you would see that they're actually related to the PMI talent triangle. So the technical project management is related to the process piece, right? The leadership element is related to the people piece, and the strategic and business management elements are related to the business piece. So all these three elements are actually being tested by PMI in the PMP exam as well.
Thanks for watching the video. If you like the video, please hit the like button. Also, if you still haven't registered for a free live class, please do so. We pack tons of useful information that can make a massive difference to your PMP exam prep strategy. And the link for that is in the description below. Wish you good luck with the PMP exam. Thank you.